Hello champions, how are you doing? Well, I just received a call and the person who called me told me, Hardik, one of my employees, a good employee, has just threatened me and he's saying I would leave the job if you don't increase my salary. Now this employee is a good performing employee. This employee is somebody this entrepreneur is completely dependent on. If this has been your situation in the past, or is your situation right now, then this video is for you. Keep watching. Welcome back champions. My name is Hardik and I make videos to help your company grow. If you think what I say makes sense to you, and if you feel a conversation with me can help you grow your business and troubleshoot some of the problems, then all you need to do is go on to my website, scroll a little down, click on the relevant area you need help on and answer a few questions. And there you should be able to book a one-on-one free one-time consultation call with me. If you want to know what these calls look like and whether the time that you invest with me will be worth, then I record some of these calls with the permission of the person I'm talking with. You would see a link of that in the description box, and if you're seeing this on YouTube, you will also see it on the eye icon on the top. So if you have an employee who's threatening you to leave the organization, and mind you, this is a good employee, an employee that you're dependent on, then what you should be doing? Number one, talk. Now, of course, that's not the point. I will get into the detail. Talk what? So the first thing that you should talk to him is, okay, whatever you do, how do you do it? And this has multiple reasons why I'm saying you should talk. One is to know whether the results that he's producing and therefore becoming one of your go-to guys, are those results exclusive to him? Or can they be replicated? And if it can be replicated, then how easy and fast can those results be replicated? If they can be replicated easy and fast, then you know that it's just a mind block in your head, which is why you're fearing to let this person go. And if his demand is unreasonable, you don't need to have that fear if it's replicable. If it is not replicable, or if it is something that only is exclusive to him, then you got to really think hard. Maybe you may want to start recruiting people who have the same skills so that the dependency kind of reduces. Okay. The third thing that could have also happen is the results are not exclusive to him. The results are something that is happening because of the circumstances, or maybe, sometimes I say, a lot of sales guys specifically, if you're in business for 5 years, 6 years, you already have got clients who are loyal to you. And if those are the clients that are assigned to this sales guy, he's technically doing nothing. It's the loyalty that's getting you business. So if that's the case, you will know by asking this person, what is it that you do that gets you this result? And you want to know this because you want to make a decision on whether or not you should increase the salary that he's demanding. The second thing that you should do is you should offer him variable. Okay. Now, when I say variable, what do I mean? Well, there is a fixed component of salary in everybody's role, right? A variable is a salary that or a compensation portion that you achieve only when you do what you are set out to do, which means when you achieve your goals, when you achieve the targets that are given to you, that is when you get that component of your compensation. So if you achieve 50% of what the target is, then you may choose to give him 50% of the variable compensation. Now, the reason why I'm asking you to explore that option of giving a variable, because you will be able to justify that with the others who are not getting a similar raise. You don't want a message to go to your team that, hey, you know what, if we threaten, we can get our ways. So you don't want that message. So you give it on a variable. Now, when you discuss this variable and assuming the person declines this, then you may want to ask him this question. Why are you declining a variable? You're asking for a salary raise because you know you are good and you know you will meet these targets. So if you're going to meet this target, why the hesitation? And if you are not going to meet the target, then why the salary increase? This is one way of taking the ownership of doing the task for which he's asking for a raise. So try and pitch for variables. The third thing that you got to do is stop getting into the first two steps with an assumption that his demand is unreasonable. Chances are he is genuinely doing his job right. Chances are he genuinely has a better market rate outside of your company. Chances are that he genuinely has the kind of skills and he's a very honest guy. And he is so frustrated because he did not have any other way to communicate to you and make you listen unless he threatens. So if that's the case, be honest to yourself, reward the right performing people. Now, how would you know whether this person is the right person and if he's saying the right things and if he's doing this? Well, you got to fall back on the data. Review this person. Review the person and know how many people he prospected, how many new clients he got. What is the measurement that you can use to figure this guy's performance? Ask him to churn all of that data and talk data. Like I always say, in God we trust. Everyone else bring data. Now the fourth and the fifth point is preventive measures for such things to not happen again. So for all of you guys who have faced this situation in the past, now are out of it and don't want this situation to arise again, these are the points for you. So point number 4, create processes and systems to do every damn thing in your business. Whether it is sales, whether it is order processing, whether it is inventory. A lot of people have heavy dependency on the person. And the reason why they don't do process is because you feel it's expensive to do processes. Remember, my friend, when you create a system, even if it's expensive right at the forefront, you only are paying for creating a system once. And then that system remains with you. Obviously, you may have maintenance, you may have re-engineering of that system, but that is not going to happen every single month. But the person that you hire is going to remain with you every single month and he's going to draw the salary. And now you have an expert person who knows that your dependency is on him. So he has a chance to bully you. He has a chance to threaten you because he knows without him, you won't be able to survive your business or at least that portion of the activity. So don't think of saving money because you're not. Think of creating processes and systems which are smart and look out for average people. There are many average people out there who can run the system that gives the result. Don't do the reverse. Have a broken system and have intelligent people trying to do the broken system, because that is bringing up a possibility of people coming up and threatening you for their compensation increase. The fifth thing, while I say that you don't want people to threaten you, you also got to look at from the people's perspective. Every person in your organization must have a reason to stay in your organization. And I would strongly suggest you guys to work on two things. An organization chart that showcases that this is the next thing that can happen in the life of any of your employees. Trust me, doing that exercise will also give you an idea of where your organization needs to be to attain the kind of growth that you are wanting to do. Well, I have already made a video on this. I'm going to place the link in the description box. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it will also appear on the eye icon. So click on that, have a look on how you can go about doing org charts. The second thing that I would expect you to do and encourage you to do is create scorecards. Scorecards is a way of doing variable income on all the levers that you want this person to work in. Remember, we don't want sales guys to work and only do sales. We also want them to do collections. Even with sales, we don't want the person to only sell one item. We want him to sell a lot of items and all of them in a proportion of how much you have in your inventory. You also want the sales guys to not give discounts and sell the product. So there are a lot of levers, lot of places that you want the sales guys to go right. And it's not exclusive to the sales guys. The same can be true for inventory. You want every product moving out and in of your inventory to match every time you tally. You want the inventory guy to tell you that these products are in good shape and good condition. You want the inventory guy to get the product out every time it is required in the quickest possible time. You want the inventory guy to tell you when to purchase and how much to purchase. So again, there are several levers that you want each of your employees to perform on. How do you control all of these levers? Well, you can control all of these levers using scorecard. I also have made a video on that. It's an older video, but you must have a look at that video also. These are the two things that are must do to avoid a situation where somebody comes and threatens you for the increment of his salary. Now that you've seen the video so far, I'm sure you liked it. So show the love to me, hit the like button, smash that subscribe button, because I'm going to make a lot more videos like this and you don't want to miss out. Not all good things in life are free, but this one is. Of course, do the good work that all of us are absolutely supposed to do. Click on the share button and share it with your friends, colleagues, your vendors, your partners, your entire ecosystem that you work in. Because remember, when your ecosystem works systematically, you also get the benefit. Besides, when you share it, they are going to bless you. So until we meet next time, keep learning, keep implementing, and all you find guys, keep propelling.